Hey, what up? What up? It's the homie Pedro. Now, I'm gonna talk about the topic of successful people and nuclear families and how that correlates. So, the inspiration of this is the art gallery that I went to yesterday, and this individual who the art gallery was is Televo Fitisimanu. He's from I think he was born in California, but grew up in American Samoa, and it's actually my lady's cousin. I decided to work things out. Like we had some long talks, so from now on, I'm just not gonna put stuff on social media. Um, but thanks, Casey. Casey, I'm tag you in this. Thank you for the talk, man. That dude's a real deal. Like he got some really good advice. And anyways, so this individual Vo, he comes from a nuclear family, and he played football for BYU. Oh no, he played rugby for BYU. And off his rugby tape for BYU, he played football for the U of U as a running back. Then he decided he didn't even like football because while he was to make ends meet, he was bouncing at a nightclub, and then he was also doing art on the side. Then he used the burning material, and he was doing Polynesian art on people's kicks to make their shoes all nice. You know what I mean? And he was making bank off of that. Like if you wanted some kicks from him, like to him to do your Timberlands or whatever, and your name and the stuff, you're looking at least $1,000, and people were paying that, you know. And Sonny's like, maybe I'll go into this art thing. So last year he was ranked amongst the top 5 artists, like new artists in the scene, according to MSN, something like that. And I'm not really a big art person. And then I was at this gallery and I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, his sister goes to Harvard, and they were 9-0 in their rugby thing. She's team captain. Other sister uh, works for a software company, and then now is going to law school. And yeah, yeah, it's just crazy. Like there was family that took me in when I was going to when I wasn't doing well, and when I wasn't doing well in high school, the Loutsies, they were, another Polynesian family, but man, we know each other. We're like brothers, man. Like if anything happened to them, anything happened to me, like I was on Down and Outs, and I was working for one of their pest control companies. Another one, he owns a very lucrative entertainment business where it's basically you got laser tag, you got arcade, you got bowling, you got pizza. I'm not gonna name the company because I don't want to, get him in any trouble or anything like that. But he also owns his own construction company, and same person. And then, but he co-owns it with his brother. And then, man, his brother got married to a cheerleader for the Broncos and the Utah Jazz. You know what I mean? So these people, they've been very successful, and man, it just makes me think like why is it that, oh, here's the art, by the way. I got this one for my my dad, because my dad, he's from Chicago, loves Bears, and then I like the little Polynesian, the stuff behind it. And but yeah, it just makes me think why is the US model, it's like, hey, you're 18, get out of the house, you know what I mean? And then a bunch of people struggling by themselves. It just seems really weird, cuz you see a lot of people, and I've noticed this in certain communities, especially, man, I can't speak on behalf of the black community or anything like that, but even when I wasn't doing good, I've had 2 different times I had friends that were black that were living with me. Like, and they were both living in our shed at 2 different times. They didn't even know each other. Um but yeah, it just boggles my mind because it's like once one person's doing good, it's like such a division. I think it might go back to like Larry Elder's speech on the Breakfast Club. To me, that was an eye opener. But anyways, I digress. Seeing his art and what he was like trying to express, they have like faith in the middle of it. So they have faith in the middle of it. Me personally, I'm not religious, but it's like, you know, who threw first, and then it's like a bunch of mirrors. Which reminds me of a rhyme that actually my brother came up with. This one's not mine, but it's subtract the world of hatred, we don't need an addition. We could lead a peaceful future, we teach our people of wisdom. If I see you on the ground in the needle position, if I see in the ground in the fetal position, a needle is in them, a victim of a lethal addiction, would I help you or turn an ignorant eye? If I see yourself in my position, if I don't see myself in your position, I guess we're both living a lie. So it's basically like, you know, if you see someone down and out, don't be like, you know, casting blame and just, you know, stepping over them or you know, crapping on their thing. But anyways, I'm rambling. Here's what unity looks like, and it's freaking beautiful. So with that, enjoy the video that I'm about to, you know, edit, trying to learn how to do it. So here it is. One love, peace out, stay safe.
China!